Apple has just announced sweeping updates across all of their products, and it's more bad news for marketers, whether you're focusing in on SEO, ads, or email marketing. Many of the new features, including Apple Intelligence, ChatGPT and Siri, and changes to the Mail app, will make reaching and growing your audience even tougher. On top of that, Google is experimenting with some changes to the search results, including ads and AI overviews and a double featured snippet. Welcome to another edition of our Marketing News Roundup. I'm Mark Webster, co-founder of Authority Hacker and strategic advisor at Marketing Pros. Today's video is brought to you by Search Intelligence. More about them a little later. For now, let's dive into Apple's updates and their impact on marketing and how you can adapt. Recent Apple changes have been pretty unfriendly to marketers in the name of privacy. Remember the 2021 Mail Privacy Protection update that messed with open rate and click tracking? Or how iOS 14.5's data permission rules threw a wrench in ad targeting and campaign management? Well, brace yourselves, because things just got worse. At their annual WWDC presentation, Apple unveiled some updates that have huge ramifications for marketers. We'll dive into Apple Intelligence and native ChatGPT integration shortly. But first, let's discuss the changes that could impact email engagement. One big shift is a change to the notification system. Apple will now display priority notifications to help readers quickly see what's most important. Your marketing emails likely won't make the cut, which could decrease your open rate. They've also introduced automatic categorization into the Mail app. The Mail feed will no longer be a general feed of all messages, but will be split into categories similar to how Gmail currently works. All marketing emails will end up in the promotions category, making it harder to reach people. You might be able to address some of these issues by asking subscribers to change your category and highlight you as an important contact, though this could be tough without a strong connection. Siri's new capabilities, which we'll get to in a second, will enable it to summarize emails in the Mail app and web pages in Safari. This could make sales emails or even content marketing less effective. Okay, let's dive into Apple Intelligence. This is a transformative update that will completely change how users interact with iPhone, Mac, and other devices. Apple Intelligence is an AI crafted specifically for Apple's ecosystem, helping users write, express themselves, and get things done effortlessly, while setting a new privacy benchmark for AI. There's a lot of innovative stuff here, but we're going to focus on the changes that will really impact marketers day to day. One of the highlights of this release is that Apple's voice assistant, Siri, has gotten a major upgrade. This could pull even more users away from traditional search engines. You can now ask Siri detailed questions, and it will use your personal context, including messages, documents, images, the page you're on, and everything else stored in your Apple ecosystem. When the question extends beyond your personal context, Siri will tap into its new ChatGPT integration to provide an answer. This enables users to ask Siri much more complex questions than it previously could handle. Combine this with the fact that Siri is no longer just a voice search. You can type into it. And it's easy to see how this could replace a typical search engine for many people. Let's go a little deeper here. There's a paradigm shift happening in how people find information, and this could be a landmark moment in that change. As deeply integrated assistants like Siri improve at managing complex questions, people may depend less on traditional search engines for information. And when they do turn to search engines, features like Google's AI overviews and Bing's Copilot can handle more intricate queries, reducing the number of searches needed. The missing link is something that brings these capabilities to the general public, and Apple Intelligence is the first AI integrated deeply and meaningfully into a popular consumer device. According to Statsia, the iPhone has 52% market share in the US, and according to Apple, Siri handles 1.5 billion queries every single day. It's a popular feature on a popular device. And according to our YouTube analytics, 82% of you are not yet subscribed to this channel. We share cutting-edge marketing news and analysis every single week, so make sure you subscribe right now to stay ahead of the competition. OpenAI, Google, and Microsoft have made AI available through apps like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Copilot, but users have to actively seek out these apps. In contrast, many people already use Siri regularly, so asking more complex questions that they used to go to Google for will be a seamless transition. If any release is going to make AI a daily tool to the general public, it's this one. And once users get accustomed to an assistant answering more of their questions, it could disrupt the find information on a search engine habit that's dominated for the past 25 years. This also represents another blow to Google's AI efforts. Despite being the default search engine on Safari, which they pay Apple $20 billion a year for, they failed to become the default AI provider for Apple's users. OpenAI's ChatGPT won the Apple integration, not Google's Gemini model. The silver lining here is that most Apple users won't be able to use Apple Intelligence immediately. The US version of the beta won't be here until fall, and it'll take even longer for other languages. It'll also only be available to iPhone 15 Pro users on the mobile side, and iPads and Macs using the M1 chip or above. Most people will need to upgrade their phones to access it, but many Mac and iPad users will already qualify. And with such a major improvement in usability, we can expect a bigger push than usual for people to upgrade to the latest models. So another big payday for Apple then. Apple's changes may affect your marketing strategies, but Google is also in the mix with some experimental changes that could affect your click-through rate. One interesting test is a double featured snippet format on desktop. SEO expert Brody Clark noticed that Google is now providing multiple answers in the featured snippet box. This includes a "from sources across the web" label, which is usually reserved for a different feature. While this may be a response to the recent drop in AI overview visibility, it's unlikely. Google has tested similar labels on featured snippets before, like perspectives and see what other sites say. Plus, mobile searches have featured multiple snippets for a while, so this change was probably coming regardless of AI overview feedback. SEO expert Lily Ray has also spotted a few more changes. One notable update is that Google is using a huge font size for the first title link in navigational queries, likely to encourage more clicks when they're confident about users' intent. AI overviews are also evolving too. Ray noticed that the overviews she's seeing now include more text and images but fewer links. She points out that this is just an anecdotal observation, but the images link to Google Images rather than to external web pages. Ray also observed that AI overviews are generating much better answers, although older, outdated sources from outside the US are still being cited for many queries. Up next are some big changes to Google Ads, but first a quick word from our sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Search Intelligence. They're a digital PR agency that recently captivated the gaming world with their unique study on how much video game characters would earn in real life. They made a list of the 50 most popular video game characters and then compared their jobs to real-world salaries, sparking widespread interest. Their creative campaign landed over 20 high-quality links from top publications, including The Express, Houston Press, and many more. This impressive coverage helped secure their clients' prominent position in the gaming industry. So if you're looking for a digital PR campaign to level up your link building, head on over to search-intelligence.co.uk. Search results layouts aren't the only thing Google is shaking up. They're also introducing changes to Google Ads, including testing ads in AI overviews and rolling out a new Google Ads console design. Google recently announced at Google Marketing Live 2024 that they're testing the inclusion of search and shopping ads inside the AI overviews boxes. When an ad is relevant to both the search query and the AI overview, it'll show up as a sponsored section. Existing search, performance max, and shopping campaigns will be automatically eligible. For example, an AI overview for the query, "How do I get wrinkles out of clothes?" might show a list of methods sourced from websites at the top. Below the answer would be a carousel of sponsored products that can remove wrinkles. While early experiments have shown AI overviews have minimal impact on organic website traffic, ads in the overview might change that. Instead of clicking through to an organic result, a user might click through to a product instead, especially if Google starts tuning the AI answers to hint at the advertised products as solutions. This was inevitable, as Google wouldn't completely revamp their platform without the ability to monetize it. But we'll have to wait and see, as it's still early in the experimentation phase. Speaking of revamps, Google is forcing everyone to switch to a new Google Ads console design. In March 2023, Google announced they were testing new designs for Google Ads console based on user feedback about navigation and ease of use. Now, the final design has been chosen. The new console layout features a main menu on the left side of the screen with pages organized into 5 high-level categories: campaigns, goals, tools, billing, and admin. Google's moving forward and implementing this for all advertisers starting on August 30th, 2024. And many users aren't happy. Multiple ex-users have said this is a clear downgrade from the previous experience, with many items buried under multiple menu layers, and they don't appreciate being forced into the new design with no ability to opt out. In response to the complaints, Google Ads liaison Ginny Marvin directed users to a feedback thread and recommended they use a new UI reference map to learn more about the new design. The infamous Google feedback forms that go straight to the shredder. Now let's get to our debate of the week. Do you think this supercharged version of Siri with ChatGPT will lead people to use search engines less? Or will they stick to what they know and continue typing queries into Google? We'd love to know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to check out this video right here.